Good morning, YouTubers. Alright, so last night I was dibbing and dabbing into the YouTube world of things, and I was doing some searches, and I was searching for SHTF. I typed in SHTF. Shit hits the fan. And, just as I do from time to time, just see what's out there, who's out there, what are the latest subjects. And I do a search by month, week, and day on my phone. And to my surprise, there's still a lot of people talking about that, which makes me wonder, is shit hits the fan over? Is it done? Is it has it burned its flame out? And the answer is no. It seems like there's still a whole field of channels out there that still talk about that. They put that in their title because people like me do searches just to see what's out there, and they get all these hits, right? And a lot of you out here that are friends of mine and fellow YouTubers, I think we've kind of made the circle that you get interested in a certain field of subject or a hobby, and then you get so heavily involved that you just you start to burn out a little bit, right? And is shit hits the fan dead? No, I think it's just a whole new generation evolving and talking about it now. And some of the things we've heard, been there, done that, right? We've already talked about that. I'm not so much into that anymore, as I'm at a different place in my life. I'm older, and I'm just living. I'm enjoying my life, right? I'm trying to enjoy it, just like most of you out there are trying to enjoy it as best as you can. That you just start to think, I don't want to be so heavily involved that I'm that guy that now has all this shit, and I'm like, I don't know what to do with it now. Nothing's happened. And I know some of you are going to say, well, you can pass that on to your kids, maybe leave some of it in your vehicle, just in case. All great ideas. I agree with you 100%. But there is that, there's always that person out there that has too much shit, and they're like, their lives have changed, and now they have all this stuff, and it's like, what do I do with it? I think about that. I think about people like Canadian Prepper, who probably has tons and tons of shit that at some point it's like, when are you going to get to use all that? I mean, where are you keeping all this gear and stuff? Will you actually have access to it if the shit hits the fan in Canada? I think there just comes a point where you're just like, I don't want to say you can be over prepared, but I think there just comes a point where it's just like, you should set a little goal for yourself and say, okay, let me put some stuff at home in my truck. Maybe you keep a little bag at work. And then at that point, you just kind of have to let the chips fall where they do, because you never know if you're going to make it day one of shit hits the fan. You may die and somebody else take all your shit, That's why I don't get too heavily invested or too dark into preparedness, because I think that for those that are prepared, have a leg up, but there's no guarantee they're going to make it past day one. And those that are not prepared could luck out and end up finding a cache of goods and say, you know what, they made it to week 2 or week, or first month. The main thing that I'll say for this, whether you're into preparedness or not, now in this video, is live your life still. Don't put it on hold so much, and don't go so deep down the rabbit hole that people don't know who you are, and you get lost in this world that's all you think about 24/7, because it can take you down the rabbit hole. You can get into a dark place, and then you can lose a lot. And I've seen marriages lost here on YouTube. I know people that have gotten divorced and separated, and it just caused a lot of problems that now their lives have changed. And I'm not calling anyone out. Don't think this is about you directly. This is just the overall observation. Live your life, guys. Don't get so dark down the rabbit hole that you just get lost, and you go to a place that you can't return from. All right, I gotta run. Have a good day. Adios, amigos.